In you, O Lord, I take refuge. Let me never be put to shame. In your justice, set me free. Into your hands I commend my spirit. You will redeem me, O Lord, O faithful God. Because of all my foes, I have become a reproach, an object of scorn to my neighbours, and of fear to my friends. Those who see me in the street, they flee from me. I am forgotten like someone dead, and have become like a broken vessel. But as for me, I trust in you, O Lord. I say, you are my God. There in your hands is my lot. From the hands of my enemies deliver me, and from those who pursue me. Let your face shine on your servant. Save me in your merciful love. Be strong, let your heart take courage, all who hope in the Lord.
Hello, Monsignor Daniel McHugh. Semana Santa, my reflection for Holy Week. He was despised and rejected by men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. From Good Friday, the reading from Isaiah. I had always been interested in going to Spain in the Semana Santa, Holy Week. When I finished my time as a parish priest, I had the opportunity to take part. I chose to go to Malaga with my sister Geraldine, and I was not disappointed, though the weather could have been better. Semana Santa is the annual tribute to the Passion of Jesus. You can read about it and view it online on Wikipedia. It is usually celebrated by Catholic religious brotherhoods and confraternities that form penitential processions on the streets of almost every city and town during Holy Week. A common feature is the general usage of the penitential robe by some of the participants in the processions. This garment consists of a tunic, a hood with a conical tip, capirote, and the robes were widely used in the Middle Ages by penitents who would demonstrate their penitence while still masking their identity. The other common feature is that every brotherhood carries magnificent passos or floats with sculptures that depict scenes from the Gospels related to the Passion of our Lord and or the sorrows of Our Lady. The passos are accompanied by marching bands performing marchos procesionales, a special type of composition devoted to the images and the confraternities. In Malaga, 42 brotherhoods make 45 processions through the streets of Malaga, showing realistic wooden sculptures depicting scenes from the Passion and images of the Virgin Mary showing sorrow. A striking feature of the images carried in the processions and then kept in the churches is the influence of Spanish Baroque between 1600 and 1700, a dramatic artistic movement with dedication to realism, dark contrasts, and deep emotional intensity. Key artists were Diego Velázquez, who set the standard for portraiture, while others like Francisco de Zurbarán painted dramatic, mystical religious scenes. An article I have read says, unlike the more vibrant Italian or Flemish Baroque, the Spanish was generally more sombre and intense, reflecting the country's profound religious faith and economic struggles. It was that faith so public on display that struck me in the processions of Holy Week. A highlight was being able to concelebrate the Last Supper Mass on Holy Thursday evening, where my year of Spanish years ago served me well. I was once in the community of a Spanish Recollect Augustinian order before joining the diocese. In Holy Week, our commemoration of the Passion and Death of our Lord and the sorrows of Our Lady are much more muted than Semana Santa in Spain. However, the Passion and Death of Jesus that is central to the liturgy on Good Friday afternoon remain very moving, especially the unveiling and veneration of the cross. Father Joseph Pollard of Finding Fresh Light asks, what part do I play in this tragedy that is the Passion and Death of Jesus? He goes on to say, it's true we were not there at that sad moment in history 2,000 years ago, but Calvary goes on every day in some far-away dictatorship or in drug-infested inner-city families and in the family we're part of. He asks, what part do I play in the drama? Am I Peter denying my faith? Am I Pilate washing my hands? Am I one of the cowardly disciples who flee when it gets too rough? One of the places where I see Calvary reenacted today is Nigeria. Just recently, the bishops from Nigeria went to give their periodic report called the Ad Limina to the Holy Father, Pope Leo XIV. Vatican News described the visit coming at a particularly delicate moment for the Church in the African country, where Christian communities have been facing a serious situation of violence for years. In this context, bishops have asked the faithful to accompany the pilgrimage of the bishops so that meeting with the Holy See will contribute to strengthening the mission of the Church in Nigeria and to support Christian communities living among grave difficulties. Aid to the Church in need is frequently pointed to the suffering of Christians in Nigeria, asking us to remember them in prayer and, where possible, with material support. Joseph Pollard concludes his reflection saying, sometimes I wonder if the reality of the Calvary past and the challenges of the Calvary present are softened rather than sharpened in us when we sing the touching lines of "Were you there when they crucified my Lord?" and when we conduct the stylized liturgy of Good Friday. So let us meditate on those words from Isaiah 53 in the first reading of Good Friday. He was despised and rejected by men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief.
There